here. We have to stand up for them. It's not fair that people are still incarcerated for something we're all doing right here on the Capitol lawn. This is unreal. We have to stay vigilant. Our next speaker is retired Captain Strong and Mrs. Strong. Please put your hands together.
Yeah, so I am a Hoosier medical cannabis refugee living in Indiana. So thank you for all our cannabis. Yeah, we're doing this now. We're here. So thank you for all the work that you've done. I'm benefiting from it. I was on 13 FDA-approved medications which are causing my kidneys to go into chronic kidney disease. I was in stage 2. I completely reversed it. By getting off medication and using cannabis. The other thing is, the reason they retired me was because I used to have up to 20 migraines a month after my second deployment to Afghanistan, where I brought our boys and gals back home. Nothing they gave me worked. They told me everything that they had failed. They offered me Botox. I said, I'm not taking a neurotoxin with the side effect of death as a treatment. So they said, well, that's all we can do for you. With cannabis, I've had 2 migraines in the last year. From 100, or let's see, so 240 to 2. Those 2 were while I was in Indiana, when I didn't have full access to my medication. And yes, I am a Michigan medical marijuana card holder. Have been for almost 2 years now. I fought for your freedom, for you to get up here and talk and speak and support your ideas and dreams. This is America. We're not in Russia or China where they can come in with us military personnel and beat the crap out of you anymore. We used to do that. I'm sure there's people who might even remember the cops coming in and busting up rallies like this. I remember seeing it in the movies and on documentaries. They're not here doing that because we stood strong. Every one of these people who spoke before have been working for up to 30 years. Mr. Hasbach. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Can we give him a round of applause? I have veterans who've come back who've had traumatic injuries like we will never see here in the United States. Ever. I brought them back. I gave them fentanyl, propofol, Ativan, all these wonderful drugs that the pharmaceutical company has developed. But when we got them back here to the United States, how did we get them off? We didn't. Guess what the veterans found worked for them? Surprise! Medical cannabis. And they help each other. This is the way forward for veterans who the government has just tossed aside. They tossed me aside. I did almost 20 years for them, busted my butt, trained people, was an international liaison for the Deputy Surgeon General of Australia for the U.S. Air Force. Showed them what I did as a critical care air transport nurse. What am I worth to them? Not much. To them, not much. But to you, the cannabis community, you are family, you're advocates, you're friends. You support what's right. Has our government done what's been right for cannabis in the last 50 years? Exactly. They're starting to. Why? Because we are the majority. We are who counts when it goes to elections. The government is of the people, by the people, for the people. We are those people. So you've made a change by stepping up, talking to your politicians, letting them know what we want. I'm here in my blues to support you. And my lovely wife has been treating people on the grassroots level since 2017. She's also a former ICU nurse. So I'm going to hand it over to my wife, Shelly, and she's going to give you her story and her experience.
Thank you. So as Jason said, I am a BSN RN from IU. I work for critical care units. I discovered in 2016 there was a whole system in the body my school didn't teach me about, called the endocannabinoid system. And I just couldn't let that shit go. So I started educating doctors around me. One actually paired with me. I started a CBD company in 2016. And I left my critical care job at ground zero since. And I got to come and meet the patient caregivers in 2018. But it's great. I do have a husband who's 100% disabled for a veteran, and I don't have to go about him ODing on his narcotics any day of the week. Right, guys? I don't have to worry about my husband ODing or zero death rate with cannabis. So, I do have a Facebook page called Healing Dream Taste and Shelly. We work with a lot of politicians, doctors. Cadaver bones with plate 8 screws and stem cells in my neck, 3 years of brackets, 3 places in my pelvic bone. My future is planned for a wheelchair. I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't even limp coming up those stairs. I bet nobody here today has seen me limp because I'm a full cannabis user and CBD voting cannabis. Cannabis gives quality of life to patients. So we know we cannot afford the amount of cannabis, the money for the cannabis that we use a day through a dispensary. It's just not affordable for any of us. Not only that, but can we really trust what's going on with the dispensaries right now? So I have been mentored by the patient caregivers. I came to Michigan, they welcomed me in. They've been teaching me how to grow my medical cannabis, and they've taught me to make all the medications that has gotten me and my husband off of all of our pharmaceuticals. So thank you to you guys for being so awesome and so welcoming to us. But like we were saying, we don't know about the dispensaries because we've already seen the safety guidelines that were enacted by the Michigan legislative body and enforced by Michigan Marijuana Regulatory Agency overturned by a judge. And we've seen mold in the product. So we're very concerned about what's going on in the dispensaries ourselves. So we're going to fight for the patient caregivers. Thanks for welcoming us to your state and for helping us get off of our pharmaceuticals.
Thank you very much. Round of applause. I just want to take note of who we've seen up here today. We have had doctors, we have had lawmakers, we've had retired military.